Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Now today I'm going to be responding to Rockboy680's 1000 subscribers contest. Firstly, I'd just like to say congratulations James on reaching that huge milestone, 1000 incredibly well-deserved subscribers there. I've been a big fan of your channel now for about 2 years now. I think is like what got me into vinyl collecting and like making like my videos. And like we've been good friends now for about like a year and a half. So yeah, congratulations on 1000 subscribers. Anyway, for his contest, he had a fantastic idea. Basically, we had to choose a decade, either the 60s, 70s, 80s, or 90s, and then for each year of that decade, choose our favourite album. I thought it was a fantastic idea. Quite jealous that I didn't come up with that for my 200 subscribers contest that's currently running. So I've decided to do the 1970s here. Now, like I was tempted to do the 60s, but for me, like that list like will be dominated like by Beatles albums, and like also like maybe like the 80s as well, because like I'd like be able to get like a lot of like variety like in like the 80s, but it would be mostly from like older artists from like the 60s and 70s, and like the 90s like I don't stand a chance like with that. So 70s is like what I'm going to do in this video. So I'm going to start off with my pick from 1970. It's a Simon and Garfunkel's Bridge Over Troubled Water. Absolutely amazing album. Like I know like you're not too much of a fan of like Paul Simon and Simon and Garfunkel, but like there's so many great songs there. Bridge Over Troubled Water, The Boxer, Cecilia, The Only Living Boy in New York. Fantastic stuff like this album here. Like could possibly be like a 10 out of 10 like album for me, because it really like is fantastic. 71 there, like as you saw, I'm going with The Who and Who's Next here. Now, like, might be surprised I'm not going with like Ram by like McCartney or like Imagine from John Lennon, but this is just a truly great album. So many fantastic songs that you play, like I'm sure like you're very familiar like with this album, Baba O'Reilly, Bargain, Won't Get Fooled Again, but Behind Blue Eyes, so many fantastic stuff on there. Like again, this is a 10 out of 10 album for me. Well, I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going. Now, 1972 was quite a difficult year for me to actually pick my favourite album from, because first like there were no solo Beatles albums, and like also like a lot of like ELO was still very much like in like the infancy, and like all the personal favourites of mine like The Who, like they didn't put out an album, so like I was a bit like stuck with like what I wanted to go for. Like I was tempted to say David Bowie and Ziggy Stardust, but I would feel that I would sort of like be jumping on like the Bowie bandwagon, like especially after like he died and like that. So like I didn't want to say that say that one. So I'm going to go with Paul Simon's debut from 1972. I have said like in like the past that I'm not a huge fan of this album, but like there are some cracking songs in it. Mother and Child Reunion, Dunkard, Me and Julio Down by the School, Peace Like a River, Paranoia Blues. There's so many great songs in there. Like yeah, there's like maybe like 1 or 2 filler tracks, but overall like it is still a great album and would be my pick for 1972. Now we go to 1973, what was one of the most difficult years to choose because there's so many great albums out this year. In the end I did go with Paul McCartney and Wings' Band on the Run, but I could have gone with Dark Side of the Moon from Pink Floyd, or The Who's Quadrophenia, or again Paul Simon and There Goes Rhyme Simon. So many fantastic albums, but Band on the Run just wins it for me. Again, a 10 out of 10 album. So many great big hits on here, like Band on the Run, Jet were like the 2 big hits, and like a lot of great like album tracks as well. So definitely Paul McCartney's best album for me. Not a lot of people's like personal favourite, but like it's hard to like deny that this is like his best work, because it just truly is. So now on to 1974. Now this was a little bit more difficult, but I have picked like an album what is like quite like underrated. It's 10cc's Sheet Music. This is pretty good. Got like a lot of like we've got some like the Wall Street Shuffle on this, Silly Love, 2 big hits, and like also like it's like Weird and Wonderful. This really like it's a mixed bag, but it's like really fun and like really creative album. Right, now I'm 1975 here. Like, again, this was quite a tricky year for me to choose here. Like, it was between Venus and Mars and this one, which is ELO's Face of Music, and this just had to win it really because it's such a great album. Like, almost 10 out of 10 for me. Kind of like Fire on High, amazing opening song. You know this album, James. It's your favourite ELO album, I'm sure. And like, yeah. Lots and lots of great tunes on here. So like, Face of Music is my pick for 1975. 1976, I'm going to go with another ELO album, A New World Record here, 1976 here. ELO's best album, like once again, similar to Band on Their Own, like in like the sense that like maybe like people like might not put this as like their personal favourite, but it is like hard to deny that like this is like their best work, because we've got the classic singles on it, Telephone Line and Living Thing and Do Ya, as well as a lot of great like album cuts as well. So yeah, truly great album, and like probably my favourite from the 1970s like as a whole, in like ELO's A New World Record. On to 1977, once again here I was spoiled for choice with like what I could have gone with here, but I decided to go with something like a little bit different for me, but is like probably like the obvious choice for like this year, Fleetwood Mac's album Rumours here. Now I'm not a massive Fleetwood Mac fan, like this is like the only album of theirs that I really have like got into, but it's just so consistent, lot of big hits on it, Dreams and Go Your Own Way, Don't Stop. And Songbird, that's a great song, and that's just side one. Side two starts like The Chain You Make Loving Fun, like I Don't Want to Know. Lot of great stuff on here. So like a truly stunning album in Fleetwood Mac Rumours. 1979 here, going to go with an album what I actually bought in like especially for this contest here. It is the Jam and Armored Cons. Great album. Not my personal favourite Jam album. That would have to go with Setting Sun from like the next year. But like yeah, a lot of great stuff on it. To Be Someone, Mr. Clean, In the Crowd. Fantastic cover like of like the Kinks song David Watts, A-Bomb in Wardour Street, and Down in the Tube Station and Midnight to close the album. This is a great repress in here. Like I haven't showed this on like my channel before. This is from like the box set what like came out like a couple of years ago. Like I'm thinking of getting that box set, so I might frame this copy or like try and sell it or give it away to someone. But like, yeah, the Jam, All More Cons, great album. And now 1979, we're at the end of this video here. This was really hard for me to pick between two albums. The Jam, Setting Suns, which is my favourite Jam album. But for me, this album just edged it. It's Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers and Damn the Torpedoes. A great album. For me, Tom Petty's best. Like a lot of people go to Full Moon Fever like as like his best album, which like I can't really like argue like too much with. But this is just so consistent. Brilliant songs on here, and like the production's fantastic on like this album as well. It is a really great album. And also just like a quick note before I go, I have got my 200 subscribers contest running. This will be ending shortly on I think it's 12th of February, Friday the 12th of February, which will be in like a couple of days time like by the time like I upload and like edit like this video. So if I want to do like an entry, please get in like as soon as possible. I will accept comments as well from like people like who don't make videos, and like it's basically just like you gotta like mention like your favourite like live concert experience and or artists you'd like to go and see live. So like that will be ending on the 12th. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, mate. Hopefully, like I've come under 10 minutes here. Like I see, it's just clocked in at 10 minutes now, like on like the video. So like I'll I'll edit it about and like stuff like that. Try and get like under 10 minutes because I know that like you don't want to be like there forever watching people's videos. Absolutely fantastic contest. I would urge you all to go over and like check out like his channel. Like he's got an amazing channel. And like I was like doing an entry for this contest because it's really fun. Quite difficult to choose like for some years and like that, but like other years it's just obvious for like what albums I could pick. So yeah, fantastic contest. Definitely go check out his channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.